Forward rate strategies are used when there's an expectation of change in the interest rate curve between two maturities of DI futures contracts. They might be BPV neutral, which generates an exposure in the slope of the curve, or FRA strategy, PU neutral, which synthesizes a forward start future contract. BPV neutral strategies are used when there is an expectation that the interest rate curve slope will decrease, flattener strategy, or will increase, steepener strategy. That is, the interest rate difference between different maturities will be smaller or higher. FRA strategies are used when there is an expectation that the level of interest rate will be lower or higher in a future period. To better understand these strategies, two scenarios will be used as a reference. The first scenario will address the BPV neutral strategy. The curve must be observed in two maturity dates with the DI futures contract. Period 1, January 2019, with a rate of 7.15% PA. And period 2, April 2019, with a rate of 7.47% PA. And calculate the difference between both rates, which in this case is 0.32% PA. Each 0.01% PA equals to 1 BP, so the difference between the curves is 32 BPS. In the example below, the rate difference is expected to decrease to 20 BPS, so a flattener strategy would apply. According to this expectation, the January 2019 contract must be bought and the April 2019 contract must be sold. The buy and sell quantity for each contract is calculated by the BPV, base points value ratio, between both contracts. In this example, the number of contracts for April 2019, period 2, is 100, and the number of contracts for January 2019, period 1, will be calculated. The January 2019 futures contract with 145 business days has a rate of 7.15% PA and a PU of 96,104.25. With a 1 BP shock, the rate becomes 7.16% PA and the PU is 96,099.09. This results in a difference of 5.16. The April 2019 contract with 205 business days has a rate of 7.47% PA and a PU of 94,307.90. With a 1 BP shock, the rate becomes 7.48% PA and the PU is 94,300.76. The difference is 7.14. The quantity of January 2019 contracts times its BPV, 5.16, is equivalent to the quantity of April 2019 contracts, which is 100 times its BPV, 7.14. This results in a quantity of 138.32, which will be rounded off to 140, as the buy or sell quantity will always be the closest to a multiple of 5. Therefore, in this transaction, the purchase of 140 quantities of January 2019 contracts was carried out at a rate of 7.15% PA, and the sale of 100 quantities of April 2019 contracts at 7.47% PA, as the 32 BPS difference is expected to decrease. Assuming for now that the points difference went down to 25, we will have the following data. Purchase of January 2019 contracts whose rate was 7.15% PA went down to 7.10% PA, and sale of April 2019 contracts at 7.47% PA went down to 7.35% PA. Both occurred on the same day. With this data, it is possible to know if there was profit or loss in the final result of the transactions. In the January 2019 transactions, the buy rate was 7.15% PA with a PU of 96,104.25, and the same-day sell rate was 7.10% PA with a PU of 96,130.06. There were 140 contract quantities traded, resulting in a loss of 3,613 Brazilian reals and 90 cents. In the April 2019 transactions, 100 contract quantities at 7.47% PA were sold with a PU of 94,307.90 and same-day purchase of 7.35% PA with a PU of 94,393.65. This resulted in a profit of 8,575 Brazilian reals and 2 cents. The final result of the transactions was a profit of 4,961 Brazilian reals and 13 cents. The following scenario addresses the FRA strategy. In this curve, it is possible to see two maturity dates for the DI futures contract. The maturity for January 2019 contract, with 145 business days at a rate of 7.15% PA, and the maturity for July 2019 contract, with 268 business days at rate of 7.55% PA. The forward rate between January 2019 and July 2019 calculated is 8.02% PA. The forward rate is expected to increase. To set up this strategy, the January 2019 contracts must be sold and the July 2019 contracts must be bought. To calculate the buy and sell quantity for each contract, the PU ratio between both contracts is used. In this example, the quantity of July 2019 contracts is 100, and the quantity of January 2019 contracts will be calculated. The January 2019 futures contract with 145 business days has a rate of 7.15% PA and a PU of 96,104.25. The July 2019 contract with 268 business days has a rate of 7.55% PA and a PU of 92,551.31. The quantity of January 2019 contracts times its PU, 96,104.25, must be equivalent to the quantity of July 2019 contracts, which is 100, times its PU, 92,551.31. This results in a quantity of 96.30, which will be rounded to 95. Therefore, in this transaction, the sale of 95 quantities of January 2019 contracts was carried out at a rate of 7.15% PA, and the purchase of 100 quantities of July 2019 contracts at 7.55% PA, as the level of the forward rate is expected to increase. Let us now assume that the forward part of the curve shifts down 5 BPS. In this case, we'll have the following data. Sale of January 2019 contracts whose rate was 7.15% PA went down to 7.10% PA. Purchase of July 2019 contracts at 7.55% PA went down to 7.50% PA, and the forward rate between January 2019 and July 2019, calculated at 8.02% PA, went down to 7.97% PA. With this data, it is possible to know if with the FRA strategy there was profit or loss in the final result of the transactions. In the January 2019 transactions, the sell rate was 7.15% PA, with a PU of 96,104.25. And the same-day buy rate was 7.10% PA, with a PU of 96,130.06. There were 95 contract quantities traded, resulting in a profit of 2,452 Brazilian reals and 29 cents. In July 2019 transactions, 100 contract quantities at 7.55% PA were bought with a PU of 92,551.31 and the same-day sale at 7.50% PA with a PU of 92,597.09. This resulted in a loss of 4,578 Brazilian reals and 9 cents. The final result of the transactions was a loss of 2,125 Brazilian reals and 81 cents.